let's talk about aliens.
Yes! I've been waiting for this one.
Thank you.
So I have two different stories here. So the first one is, and this is like, I guess a tiny little bit of old news by now, but it's okay. An ex-Israeli space official says that aliens exist and they even have a galactic federation.
Yes!
Does he have a selfie with one?
No.
How is he so sure?
What are the Federation's names? What are all the names?
Because he was a space dude, right? So that's why he should know the secrets.
He's the guy that used to run Israel's space program, space security program.
They had a space program?
How you know it's legit is if they tried to discredit him. Did anyone try to discredit him?
I think so.
I think they gave up now.
And how come there's all this space news, but no one's flipping out about it? Like, let's see the evidence.
We can't. We're not allowed to.
So he actually, so he's 87 years old, by the way, and he worked for the Israeli government from 81 to 2010, and he alleges that President Trump was about to blow the lid off the whole thing recently, but that he was convinced to not say anything because most humans weren't ready for the truth yet.
They just banned his accounts on Facebook and Twitter.
Yep.
If
We're not talking
Probably about
If anyone was going to blow the whistle, it would have been Trump.
I think so too. And then also that
he's a neener kind of guy.
people are saying like that's why he was
Keep
so
a
adamant
secret.
about creating Space
The
Force.
Space Force.
Oh, because they told him about aliens, and he's like, "We gotta fight those fuckers."
I could see him saying something like that.
He's like, "We gotta be ready for those fuckers."
Yeah, so then people are like, well, why is he coming out with this now if he worked like over 10 years ago, right?
Come on, people. God, fuck. They ask the stupidest questions of fucking time.
He says that it's all about timing.
Duh.
That if he had brought this up 5 years ago, he would have been written off as nuts.
He's like, Independence Day Part 5 didn't come out yet.
Yep.
But people are still writing him off and being like, nah, he's old, he's senile, he's crazy. Because, like I said, he is 87 years old. This is what he looks like.
After he saw the Bob Lazar documentary, that's when he was like, now it's time for me.
The second one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty crazy right
I'm gonna be
there.
a little ignorant right now, but was that Jewish writing or was that alien writing?
I think it was English in a font.
Israel?
Hebrew?
Oh, it's not?
Hebrew?
Oh.
The Hebrew, right?
Hebrews.
Oh, I thought it was English in a font. We're both ignorant.
Hey, for all we know, it's originally alien writing that we learned. We don't fucking know.
Could be. We don't know.
Ha'im Eshed.
Wasn't Hebrew like one of the original languages or something?
Sounds like it.
So that was the first story thing, right? And then the second one is that a Harvard professor says that back in 2017, when there was like that really strange cigar-shaped object that went past our solar system.
It was like super metallic looking or something.
Close to Earth too.
They give it a Hawaiian name.
Yes, that one.
Oh, we thought it was like an asteroid.
Amua.
The flying Portuguese
And it
sausage.
actually shifted. It moved, right?
Amua.
The weird thing about it was that it's an interstellar object that actually shifted, like it made a move.
Yes, and it accelerated at a certain point, and so they were thinking like maybe it's a comet, like it's probably a comet. We could see it came out of our solar system, came through our solar system, but the fact that it actually like changed its trajectory and all that. This one professor from Harvard is saying that is like a clear sign that this has some sort of intelligence behind it. Like it's not a natural occurrence.
I trust it because it's Harvard and it's not ancient aliens.
Yeah, don't question it anymore.
Yeah, so he believes that this object here, which this is the image that was circulating everywhere on the internet.
That looked like doo-doo.
So he's the alien captain in that ship.
Yeah, that's what
He's a Harvard professor. But so he says that it could either be this or the way that it was reading, it could either be like this type of shape or a sail, because it said like it was like millimeters thick, and so it could have gotten propelled through the sun, and pretty much people are saying that this could be an alien probe and that more are going to come in the future, or what he says is he thinks it's just garbage from like some residue garbage that just so happened to land in our solar system, and the civilization behind this probably is long gone by now. But if we can find more garbage or we can find more clues to other civilizations, it could give us an insight in what happened to their civilization and why they don't exist anymore, if they don't exist anymore, and how we can prevent the same shit happening to us.
It could be alien garbage.
There was also New York Times did a thing about how the U.S. government has recovered alien craft it was just a couple months ago, and they're basically were confirmed from 2 different sources inside the government that they have recovered these craft like over the years. One was found in an archaeological dig. The other was recovered from a crash, like Roswell kind of situation. They didn't say it was Roswell. And so yeah, all this is kind of stacking up at the same time, which is why I think the Israeli guy is like, I can talk about this without just being seen as a complete crackpot right now. Because obviously Colonel Favor came out on Joe Rogan's show, and he was the first guy in our military who was like, yeah, I saw this shit with my eyes, and we all don't know what the fuck it is.
Why do they think that people are not ready?
Because we're dumb and we're gonna freak out.
Because we were fighting for toilet paper when COVID first happened. Like that's how we're thinking.
That's what they're dealing with.
It upends everything.
It upends like religion too.
Yeah.
No, but they'll find a reason to make it fit. Like
I think
religion
so.
evolves with the times.
But I'm telling you why they think.
Oh, like it's too sudden?
Like, dude, you could have a gray-headed alien and the biggest Jesus freak next, like, could be like, yo, this is, they created us, and the Jesus freak would like figure
God
out how he
created them.
looks similar to Jesus.
They'd be like, Jesus created them.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just don't know. People, if they really are that way, this would upend a lot of things that people hold.
Some of my religious family members told me that the dinosaurs were created as tools for humans to use, like the Flintstones, by God.
Like
We
the
had to write something
Flintstones,
back then.
how fun!
Like the Flintstones.
They'll make shit up.
Yeah.
They're-
Go ahead. No.
Why don't they broadcast this on like mainstream media?
They
you think?
did.
They do, yeah.
Yeah, they did.
They have.
But it's overshadowed by
All the
the
other
fucking
stuff.
everything else that's happening right now. But they did, and people were like, and then people were like, hello, like we're talking about real shit, and then
And they
nobody
don't
cared.
do it as silly anymore. Like when they used to talk about it, they'd play the X-Files theme first, and then everyone's kind of laughing about it. And like, yeah, they saw this UFO over Phoenix. But nowadays, it's more because of, I think, a lot of this stuff. People are more like,
open-minded, starting to be open-minded.
Listening more.
Maybe in the next decade we'll for sure find out. They're like, okay, I think humanity, they can handle this shit. Like,
What do you think it would happen? What would you think would happen to humans though if this came true? Or like if like, do you think there'll be all-out war, panic?
Oh, well, I forgot
Whatever.
to mention, with the first dude, the Israeli guy, he says that aliens are already working with U.S. governments and that they signed a contract to do, they signed a contract with us to do experiments here because they too are researching and trying to understand the whole fabric of the universe. They want us as helpers.
They believe in contracts and shit.
I know. That's I was like, what?
Do they have ballpoint pens and fucking Uranus or something?
They're probably like, this is what the humans see.
an agreement?
Yeah, for an agreement that they'll commit to it if it's like this.
Yeah. Like, why would they honor an agreement?
because they know we are a litigious society. Who's more litigious than America?
I don't know. I'm just thinking about. They could do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
Why do they honor us?
Because we have resources.
They could take it.
But it's like,
They want to study people though.
it's the same shit. It's
I guess they could still take us.
why do we study fish and stuff? Like, why do we study ants and all kinds
Did
of
you guys also see that one video clip with Obama and Stephen Colbert?
Colbert, yeah, I saw it.
Well, no, what they do?
I'll show you.
Well, Obama says there's aliens.
No.
Any UFOs? Did you ask about that?
Certainly asked about it.
And?
Can't tell you. Sorry.
Okay. All right, I'll take that as a yes. Because if there were none,
Why
you'd say
not?
there was none, right? You just played your hand. I thought you were a poker player. You just 100% showed your river card.
Feel free to think that.
I do. That's so much. That makes me happy to think that you won't tell me about
Can
UFOs.
I say it used to be that UFOs was the and what is it? Roswell was the biggest conspiracy.
Yeah.
And now that seems so tame, right?
Right.
The idea that
Right.
the government might have an
Yeah.
alien spaceship. That's
Now the
nothing.
biggest conspiracy is people in Michigan vote.
So that was like last month.
That's almost like him saying, yeah, it's normalized now, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm.
Or it could be taken as like need to know basis. I'd have to kill you if I told you. Like, I don't know.
Well, Clinton's kind of done the same thing over the years. He's flirted around the topic, like, pretty big time.
Yeah.
That is crazy. But what are the consequences? Like, I want to see an impulsive politician, and maybe that's why a lot of people liked Trump, because he would just blurt shit out, and then so like.
But he's
people
not
would be like-
supposed to.
Yeah, they'll be like, there are fucking aliens, man. Get over it already, fucker. I want someone to just make a mistake like that.
There's no way they told Trump, though, because he would have blurted that shit out.
Because he blurted out the
He would've
military-industrial complex.
Yeah, he talked about the military-industrial complex all the time. There's no way he wouldn't have talked about
Previous to
aliens.
that,
Maybe that was the one that's like.
They'd be like, Trump, really? This time you can't talk about it. He's like, okay, fine. He's on the news. He's like, aliens is, oh shit, sorry. I just don't buy that he wouldn't spill it. I don't buy it. The guy has no filter.
Yeah, why would he not spill just this one thing?
You know what I mean?
He's done everything.
Maybe he was promised something like, oh, you can go meet them if you just don't tell anyone. Shh.
All right.
I don't know.
I have a lot of gold. And he's like, oh shit.
He goes, I like gold. He's like, he plates everything in gold.
Yeah.
He even has like a golden toilet. I don't know. I want to meet an alien, but also, if aliens were to be real and whatever, and it becomes mainstream, I don't think it would change my life that much.
Okay, do you think you have already met an alien? Do you think? No, but I have heard
Are you
from
trying to tell us?
the alien people, like they're not the people, but the people that are like obsessed with
Like
it.
they're shape-shifting bitches?
They think everyone in media or like the higher positions are aliens.
They call him something, right?
Shapeshifter.
No.
Shape-shifting reptilian motherfuckers.
Those guys aren't in the media though. Oh, maybe they are.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember what they're
They call
called.
it white something. I forgot what it was. I don't remember.
White walkers?
You think aliens are amongst us already? Is that what you're saying?
Well, that's what everyone's saying. Yeah. And that they're working with the higher levels, but the alien people, like the people that are ancient aliens, the people that are obsessed with aliens, they always say that they're working in the media already. As you see these YouTube videos where they try to catch them shape shifting in the middle of their news reports because all the news anchors are aliens.
That's just plastic surgery.
The funniest thing about all this, though, is that up until recently, we were the only country that didn't confirm that we had UFO programs and all this other shit, and we saw this kind of stuff. Like Mexico did, the UK did, like all of these countries did for years. Like we're talking like 20 years back even. And now only until recently, and that's how fucking into ourselves we are as Americans. We're like, well, we don't believe it unless America says it. So, but now it's kind of
because America is the only Western country that is still devoutly religious, so it's still got those kind of ties. We're like the rest of Europe and whatever, they're just kind of like,
it's secular. Yeah, it could be. Could very much be that way.
So then the fabric of our, like, I guess, country's philosophy can crumble if the whole religion part is kind of hurt.
I feel like
Europe?
there's other countries that are just as or probably more religious than America.
I think so too.
Their form of Christianity is much different from ours. Theirs is more like ritualistic in system.
Are you talking about UK?
Yeah, or like, well, maybe not Italy,
Because
right?
like if
but
you
then,
go
but
like
then,
South America or
no, I'm talking about Europe.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Because they're more secular and like liberal in a way where you can be non-religious, but in America, it's still a very religious country.
Yeah.
Like we still pray in our government and do all these things, and when we inaugurate new presidents, like the system still has a lot of religious aspects to it. Whereas like Europe has.
How come Mexico came out with it? Because they're pretty religious.
Yeah, I didn't even know they had a space program.
Remember in South Park, they used Mexico's space program to send the whale to space.
Send the
Oh,
what?
it's so funny.
Oil?
No, to send a whale to
A
space.
whale.